Hello, boys and girls of grade 5. I am Miss Martina Archer Semple, and for our science lesson today, we would be looking at the human body. So, let's get into it. Effects of exercise on heartbeat rate and breathing. At the end of this lesson, we should be able to understand what is exercise and the importance of exercise. So, let's put on our listening ears, get our notebooks, our pencils out, and get ready to learn. When a person takes part in exercise, the cardiovascular, respiratory, energy, and muscular systems all work together to supply energy to the working muscles and remove waste products. When the muscles start to work, they need more oxygen. So the respiratory system responds by getting more oxygen into the lungs. The blood carries greater amounts of oxygen, and the heart responds to pump more oxygenated blood around the body. Immediate effects can be visible in hot, sweaty, and red skin. After exercising, the muscles need to rest, adapt, and recover. There is a risk of injury if the body is not rested for long enough after exercise. Exercise is a specifically planned and organized session of physical activity that you do to improve and maintain your physical fitness. Exercise should be done in 3 stages. The stages are warm up, work out, and cool down. Warm up is for a period of 10 minutes. During this period, your heartbeat rate gradually increases and your body temperature starts to rise. As the flow of blood to your muscles increases, they become more flexible. Yes, as the flow of blood to your muscles increases, they become more flexible. Exercise helps us to have healthy body and healthy mind. It helps you to look good by having a well-sculptured body. There are 2 kinds of exercises: the aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic exercise targets the whole body. Example, walking, running, swimming. This type of exercise increases the heart rate. As a result, more oxygen is taken in and distributed throughout the body. Aerobic exercise strengthens the heart, lungs, and bones. It burns calories, help your body conserve more nutrients, and aid digestion. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at short-term effects of exercise, meaning 24 hours to 36 hours after exercising. The immediate effects of exercise tend to be gone within a few minutes of exercise ending. However, there are other side effects that tend to last a little longer, like tiredness and fatigue. Tiredness and fatigue can be experienced in the days after heavy training or a big competition. This can be both physical but also mental tiredness. Sleeping well after training is therefore very important and can be thought of as part of an excellent recovery. Then we have lightheadedness. Lightheadedness can be experienced in the hours after training and is usually a sign of either dehydration or low energy stores or both. So it tells you there that you need to hydrate yourself. Ensure that you consume enough liquid. Then we have where we feel nausea. Nausea is a feeling of sickness that can take place during the hours and even days after very intense physical exercise. Athletes need to try to refuel even if they feel a little sick. Then we have DOOMS, referred to as delayed onset of muscle soreness, where we feel our thighs, if we do sit-ups, where our thighs started to hurt, and so on. Now, delay onset of muscle soreness occurs when muscles experience pain for 24 to 48 hours after intense exercise due to microscopic tears in the muscle fibers. DOOMS typically follows a change in training or performance intensity, and the muscles need to be rested while in this condition to avoid injury. Okay, now we're going to look at the long-term effects of exercise on the body systems. Taking part in regular exercise or training around 3 times per week for 6 weeks will lead to adaptation of the body systems that are used or trained. This has the effect of increasing performance in that type of exercise or sport and is often beneficial to general health and everyday life. The muscle wall of the left ventricle increases in size, meaning it is able to pump out more blood during each contraction, which increases the stroke volume. As stroke volume is increased, resting heart rate decreases, but cardiac output, Q, remains the same as SV, which is stroke volume, times HR, which is heart rate. Long-term effects of exercise. What type of training? Cardiac hypertrophy, increase stroke volume, decrease in resting heart rate. While the cardiovascular system, increase in maximum cardiac output. Capillarization at the lungs and muscles increase in the number of red blood cells. Now, all of these are during aerobic or aerobic exercise. Now we're going to go a little further to understand what is cardiac hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means an increase in size. So muscle hypertrophy means the muscle get bigger. If you weight train regularly doing biceps curls, your biceps will show muscles hypertrophy. Cardiac hypertrophy is where the ventricle wall gets larger or thickens as a result of exercise. In respiratory system, increase number of functioning alveoli, increase strength of the respiratory muscles, intercostal and diaphragm. And that occurs during both aerobic and anaerobic exercise. Then we have the energy system. Increased production of energy from the aerobic energy system, increase tolerance to lactic acid, and this also occur during aerobic and anaerobic exercise. Let us now look at the muscular system. Muscles hypertrophy, increased strength of tendons, also increased strength of ligaments, and that is due to resistance. How does it affect the skeletal system? The skeletal system, the increase in bone density during resistance. Finally, we have fitness. Increase in strength, increase in flexibility, increase in speed, increase in muscular endurance. Now, this has to do with resistance and stretching intervals. In conclusion, during exercise, the body system responds immediately to provide energy for the muscles to work. After regular and repeated exercise, these systems adapt to become more efficient. This would have brought us to the end of this lesson. I am Miss Martina Archer Semple saying bye for now, take care, and be safe.